So, as discussed
Mm-hmm.
previously, your kids will teach you more about who you are,
Mm.
and they'll also surprise you with a few things
Yes.
that you don't know or didn't even expect them to be capable of. So, I want to know from you, what has your kid taught you?
I would say definitely patience, to be patient. And one of the other things that I think we sometimes is, as a mom or a dad, you're so cautious around your kids in terms of, you always want to help them. You always want to make sure that they understand, um, right from wrong. They understand what to do. And so I think my son surprises me all the time. I would think that, he's not ready to be doing that right now, or, because they go through these different development stages. And in your mind, it's like, based on how we grew up, he's not there yet.
Yes,
But they surprise you,
so much.
le- you know, my husband and I, we were laughing about it just in the week, and I was saying to him that, you know, when you least expect it, he does the most craziest things or says the most craziest things. And when did you learn that? How do you know about that? Or how can you even, so I think he surprises me so much. And one of the things, like I've mentioned, is definitely patience.
Patience. That's interesting. My kids has only been testing my patience.
Mm-hmm.
So I
They
can't
do.
say that I've
But
been
that's
taught.
why I have patience. Sorry,
Yes,
show.
yes. If I think about what my kids have taught me, there's so many things. They've shown me the ugly side of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have seen that. Obviously, if they are throwing a tantrum,
Mm.
it doesn't make sense to throw a tantrum back.
Mm-hmm.
So they've taught me basically to reason better, to be more considerate, to be more loving, to be more kind. Because they're so young, they don't know how to navigate their feelings yet. So what they've taught me basically is just to be the best version of myself and to be
Mm.
selfless. And I feel like being selfless, because when you are a mom or a dad, any parent, you are a leader.
Mm.
And so when you're leading your tribe, your little guys, or when you're leading those individuals, they will teach you, they'll be a reflection of exactly what you're doing. So they've just taught me to be mindful about what I say,
Mm.
what I do when I do it. We all say the F word, and if Luke gets that F word, he'll repeat it. Like, why did you say it? Why was it said so many times? So they definitely teach you to be cautious and to um and to just be a better person, a better
Mm.
version of yourself. Those
Mm.
are the things they've taught me, and then of course they're so completely different from each other, and so I do love them very different.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Show. And before I, because I would like to ask you based on the conversation that we have, but just to
Yes.
quickly add on to what you mentioned in terms of they teaching us a version of ourselves that we ourselves have never ever met before. And I would always say to my husband, we are all different, and I can never ever, you can always speak and give advice based on your own experience, but that person will always find his or her own experience in terms of marriage, motherhood,
Mm.
wherever you find yourself in your journey. And so, because I was always just a daughter, a cousin, an aunt, everyone basically in our family got kids really late.
Mm.
And so, you never got that motherhood experience ever. And so everything that I'm experiencing in my life is firsthand. I was never a mom before. And so I'm going through that journey and that process. And so they really do teach you a version of yourself that you've never ever seen or heard of. Like you literally, sometimes you would act a certain way and you'd be like, oh, I've never done that before. Like, what the hell? And it's really true what you're saying, Joe, that it's sometimes where you need to be mindful, you need to circle back and really get yourself in order. You need to, because you sometimes also act out of emotion because you don't know what to do. How do I handle the situation? My mom is not here. So all of these things really play a role in motherhood. But it's a lesson. It's a journey. It's a process. Take it day by day. Take it step by step. Always put God first in everything that you do with your kids. Let Him guide you and give you the
Mm.
wisdom that you need, and so take it from there. But it is a journey. And so when we look at our kids, like, and everything that we've just discussed, show, what was your, when you have a tough day,
Oh
how do you
man.
handle those? How do you handle tough days, or those days where you just feel like screaming and pulling your hair out of your head? How do you handle it?
I probably handle it very poorly. You know what? I don't think I've mastered anything yet as a parent.
Likewise.
Um, so tough days really get to me. I mean, I
Mm,
do have a lot of tough days, and I guess it's part of being a female.
yes.
Because I've picked up when I really have really bad days. It's really when I'm close to my cycle.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes I just don't pick it up, but then it just happens, and I'm like, okay, this is exactly why I was so irritable. Um, but I will say sometimes I also throw tantrums. I'm not saying it's
Adult ones.
healthy. Yeah, I'm not saying it's healthy, but I'm saying that sometimes I do throw those tantrums. I try to parent a little different.
Mm,
So regardless of the fact that I know my toddler's only three, I have this thing where I would tell him, I am human. I have feelings.
mm-hmm.
Can't just do this. Because I want them to understand, because I know that they can comprehend.
Yes, they
These
do.
little
They
guys,
can.
they look like they don't know Marilla Kin, right? So I try my best to do that. And as we spoken earlier, it's all about that prayers. I
Mm,
think when I'm having a really bad day, just as you said, you just circle back. You
mm,
circle back to where are you now? Maybe you need to spiritually fill yourself
yes.
because something's not. And I know that when those things happen, that's when I'll say, "You guys don't appreciate me," and that's what I'm saying. I do throw my own little tantrums,
Mm,
which is not always good, but I think it's human,
mm,
you know. And I'm now learning how to communicate when I'm having those bad days.
yeah.
So I don't know how you handle tough days. I'm very excited to hear from you, and hopefully from the guys watching this. I'm hopefully
Yeah.
excited to hear from you. But I want to find out, how do you handle it? Because as I said, I think I'm an amateur at it, and I think I have not mastered
Mm.
anything. So yeah.